Welcome back, guys. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Hope you guys are well and safe. Again, massive thank you for everybody's love on the channel recently. And make sure you follow us on our social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. G-Man, how you been, bro? Back in Singapore.
Good, bro. Back in Singapore. I'm so tired. I'm jet lagged as hell. Only got 3 hours sleep yesterday. Plane ride was okay because I was in business class and whatnot, but man, I popped 3 sleeping pills and it didn't. I popped 2, it didn't do nothing for me. Then I popped another one and then it kind of knocked me out for maybe like five hours on and off. And then that's it. And then yesterday I got like 3 hours sleep. So I've been up since 2 a.m., bro. Anyway, it's part of the process. I'm going to need about 2 weeks to get back into routine. But went training today, watched some UFC, just got back into my Sunday routine, really. But yeah, all good, bro. All good. I see a little Alawa there.
I'll have to cover. I won't be able to edit this on time. So, try and keep it minimal of Alara jumping into the scenes. But yeah, it's been a busy one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Since you were here, we had a busy week last week, and then it's been a busy weekend as well. So I'm trying to keep up with everything. It was a busy. And last night with the train strikes, trying to get to that Superman concert, trying to get home was a mission, bro.
I can imagine. Tell me, let's get into it, man. Tell me about the Superman concert. How was it?
Yeah, awesome, bro. Listen, shout out to the Geeky still for hooking that up. Listen, we got early access. I had my press badge on, bro. I was his Jimmy Olsen, which was really cool. And bro, listen, 1978 that movie came out. The movie's what, 42 years old now?
Damn, 42.
42, 43. Anyway, listen, it's over 40 years, bro. Never got to see it on the big screen. Never did. You know when they did those 80s and 70s nights in cinema, they never had Superman on. We got to see Back to the Future, Blade Runner, Gladiator, all those movies, but no Superman. But to have it with the London, I can't even say this properly, just the orchestra there was just insane, bro.
Do they do music throughout the whole movie or just
the whole movie?
So even on normal scenes, they just got things playing in the background?
Well, there's always a soundtrack playing. When there's no soundtrack playing, they don't play. But the majority of the movie, they play. But it was absolutely amazing. I got to meet the conductor as well. Luke and him are good friends. So that was really amazing. But listen, bro, that movie is like the stepping stone of the superhero movies, yeah? That's the thing that started it all off. And, everybody uses that movie as a template. And seeing it on the big screen, right? It's been a long time since I've seen it as well. Excuse me. This cough doesn't want to go. Was an amazing experience, bro. Christopher Reeves is Superman. No matter what, that guy embodies Clark Kent and embodies Superman so well. It's unbelievable. And seeing it on the big screen, bro, it was just really an amazing experience. Really amazing experience. We had good seats in the house as well. They had an intermission in between. God damn, man, this food is expensive, man. Any popcorn for £3, man, basic. Any going home with dry mouth and everything. I'm not paying no £3 for Coke, man. Forget it. But yeah, amazing experience, bro. Amazing experience.
That's awesome, man. I love live music. When I go to these concerts and I think I went to who's the conductor? What's his name? The real conductor?
John Williams. John
Williams. I think I went to the John Williams candle night concerts that I go to, and they done, if I remember correctly, they done Superman. And just listening to that small little concert that I went to, which was just 4 individuals with, the cello and whatnot, was amazing. So I can't imagine how it will sound with a full orchestra in the Royal Albert Hall, where the acoustics of the sound.
The venue's amazing, bro. That was just it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and really emotional because the music takes you in. Because I did Back to the Future there, and really puts you into it. So for me to experience Superman the movie with a live orchestra, just embeds you in that movie, bro. Like even when the intermission happened,
there's something about live music, and that just captivates you. And music, not just lyrics and whatnot. I'm talking about just music and an orchestra and whatnot. Like Hans Zimmer, like his music touches you. And I'm trying to say, John Williams has his soundtracks as well. There's something about the live music that just gets you, because you're not just listening, you're viewing it happen, if that makes sense. You're visually seeing the music being played, and then it's kind of from your eyes to your ears. It's a beautiful, it's amazing. I love live music.
No, it's really good, bro. It's really good. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on.
All right. Well, I will get cracking since Kibla's limping away somewhere. But yeah, we've got a couple of things on the list today. I'll start off with Paul Walker and Ludacris, to be honored on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Oh, nice. I just saw that. So that's about time, I suppose.
Yeah, Paul Walker, I mean, he goes down. I mean, listen, do I want to say legend? I don't want to disrespect him in any way, but of course, he was a big part of that Fast and Furious franchise. You know, he had all these charities and stuff that he was doing. I know he was well into jiu-jitsu. I think it was a jiu-jitsu purple belt or something.
Yeah.
As far as I know, amazing guy, man. I mean, and if you know, if you want to uphold his legacy, I guess, because you know, the Fast and Furious movies, in a way, especially the way it's become, is a legacy now. You know, those are legacy action movies. So good for him. Luda, you know, it's Luda, isn't it? I don't know what to say about that. I don't know how he got there, but
he's been doing it. He's doing his work, man. He's putting his hard work in. So why not? If he's done the work, people get praised for it, right? That's the main thing. So good on him, man. Listen, man, I love his original 2 albums that came out. He's been in a couple of good, well, all right movies. So, you know, he's played a good role in this. So get praises to the people that do the hard work, man, and put it in as well.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him, man. What else? All right. A sequel to the hit action film Law Abiding Citizen is moving forward, with Kurt Wimmer returning to write the screenplay. Did you watch the original one with Gerard?
Jared Butler, Jamie Foxx. I think they should leave it alone.
I mean, it wasn't like the best film in the world, but you know, it was a good sort of like a revenge type story, right? And yet,
very good revenge story. And I feel like with this movie, it doesn't need a sequel. Why do you need a sequel for? What's the sequel gonna do? He come back from the dead? That's why he killed himself at the end.
Everything has a sequel, man. I don't know. Maybe it's just a whole new movie, but like with new movie with different characters, but doing the same shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, I'm still gonna watch it. That's the main thing. Is the main thing, but it's not needed. I genuinely don't think it's needed.
Yeah,
they could start off something else. They could. Well, anyway, listen. All the best to that. But yeah, original was fine with me. I was happy with that. I don't need it to be continued. It's like Taken, bro. Don't like that first one is an amazing movie. 2, 3, what the hell is going on? TV series, what the fuck? Like, you could have been a cult series. It could have been a cult classic. It is a cult classic. It will be a cult classic. But the rest of them, it's like, just cash grabs, bro. Pointless.
Yeah, they just didn't work out. I mean, the only one that I could say that worked out pretty good is John Wick. I mean, not the only one, but one of the ones that come to mind is John Wick. Even The Raid, which we got some news on later on. I saw something. They're doing a remake of that. But yeah, The Raid, John Wick, they turned out to be good. But yeah,
there's a handful of projects that work and a handful of projects that don't work. But listen, all the best. If it works, it works.
Definitely. I'm all aware. I've only had 3 hours sleep in the last 48 hours.
Sorry, bro. I'm with you.
Talking about The Raid, the new Raid movie isn't quite a remake according to the director. So it's not quite a remake. It might be a continuation or something from the original. I mean, as long as it's got my boy Iko Iwazi, then I hope I said his name right. Then I'm cool. Like,
I think you added an extra Iwazi.
Man,
I swear it was Iko Iwaz.
My guy. If it's got good. Him in it and he's doing his thing, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. If you just change the whole cast and just make the same sort of movie, I mean, maybe the action might be awesome because the first one, the actions was sick. But yeah, I mean, interesting that it's not a remake. So if it's maybe a part 3 or something, that'd be cool.
I want a part 3. I definitely want a part 3.
Yeah, man.
It just didn't finish it off, and I thought there was going to be more.
Because remember at the end of part 2, there was another gang or something, right? I can't remember exactly. But I just remember the epic fight scene that he had in that movie. So
very good.
Bringing it on. I remember the first guy he fought, was it Mad Dog in the first Raid one? Then he showed up again in the second one. Good for him. Did he show up again? He did show up again, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, good for him. All right, what else is going on? George R. George R. Martin has confirmed a Jon Snow series in development, and the whole thing was Kit Harington's idea.
Okay.
So Game of Thrones. You never watched all of it, did you?
No, I didn't finish it off, man. Like
Game of Thrones was an epic show. The last season was a bit iffy and people hated it. I wouldn't say it was the best thing in the world, but it is what it is. It was such a great show, and they're doing all these spin-offs now. So you got the Dragon King, what was it? The Dragon Queen or whatever coming out soon. And then you got this one. I think the new owners of Warner Brothers and HBO Max, the Discovery owners, are just like, give me content, like put content out there, do spin-offs, all that sort of stuff. Maybe they're going in the right direction. You never know. Whatever makes money. Hopefully they do the same thing with all the DC stuff. It could be a good direction for Warner Brothers. But let's see if it makes the money. That's what the main thing's about. Kit Harington. I mean, Jon Snow was probably one of the best characters in that show. Kit Harington, he's a good actor. He's pretty awesome. And apart from Eternals, I don't know what the hell else he's doing. So why not do a Jon Snow show, which is what he's known for?
It works. If they can do it, then why not, bro? Yeah.
What is this? Zachary Levi and Gina Rodriguez will star in Robert Rodriguez's new Spy Kids movie for Netflix. A series launches that stars a new spy family. Did you ever watch those Spy Kid movies? I mean, I didn't really watch them.
I probably did, but it was such a long time ago. I can't remember, to be honest.
Robert Rodriguez. Anyway, Zachary Levi is always funny and charming to watch. And Gina Rodriguez, I'm not familiar. Did I say? Yeah. Gina Rodriguez, I'm not too familiar with. I don't know if there's any relations with Robert Rodriguez, but yeah. I mean, anyone, I don't know if you're into those Spy Kids movie, or if you're a fan of Robert Rodriguez, Zachary Levi, whoever, then, something you might want to watch.
It'd be interesting. Definitely be interesting to see how that is. But yeah, no, Zachary is awesome, bro. So I'll end up watching it because of him, because I think he's got good charisma. He brings a good positive vibe to the screen. Definitely we'll watch that, man.
Yeah, definitely. I like him in Shazam, and what he does is pretty awesome. And I met him as well, which is pretty awesome too. For that in there. I know I'm quickly going through this, but I do want to spend more time on the main things, which is Miss Marvel and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, skim, go through it, bro.
So Kevin Costner's new movie will be a 4-installment totaling 11 hours, with 170 speaker note roles. It's not a TV show called Horizon. So he's doing a 4-part movie, basically, called Horizon. 170 speaker roles, which means that's a big freaking cast. And I wonder how, I mean, listen, I don't know nothing about movies, but obviously you want that main character. You want, a 4 movie series or whatever you call it. You want to follow a character that you're invested in, right? That's anything, any show or movie or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You always want to be invested in a character. So if it's got 170 speaker roles, I wonder if that would take away from the investment in the one character. I don't know. But Kevin Costner, he's done some epic films or whatnot. I do want to watch Yellowstone. I still haven't seen that, but he's pretty awesome. I heard good things about that one, but yeah, Kevin Costner's still doing the damn thing. Pretty awesome.
No, good on him, man. Good on him. He's got a good catalogue of movies, and this should be interesting. If it works, isn't it?
That's it. Okay, I mean, and interesting as well, because these days all you get is long TV shows with 13 episodes or whatnot. So maybe he's trying something out to say, look, I'm making a movie and it's 4 episodes or it's 4 chapters or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? So maybe he's just trying something different and seeing how that takes out. I wonder if it'll show on like HBO Max. It'll be easier if it shows on like one of those streaming services, so you can sit back and watch it in your own time rather than cinema. I think that makes more sense.
No, that's right.
All right. We done the raid thing. Okay, sounds though James Gunn and Margaret Robbie would like to work on a Harley Quinn project together. So, I mean, based on the success of Suicide Squad, I'm sure that was a success. I enjoyed that movie thoroughly.
Yeah,
I thought it was very fun. And I'm sure they could do a great project together, a good Harley Quinn movie. Like the other one, Birds of Prey, was good. I mean, it was okay, but I do think some things were, Ian McGregor wasn't used as well, and it was just a bit. I don't know. I think James Gunn could probably do a better project, in my opinion, personally, with Harley Quinn. Cool. Any thoughts on that? No thoughts? No.
Right. Oh no, sorry, man. I'm running off a couple of hours sleep as well, bro. I think that'd be amazing. I mean, James Gunn got to be attached to it. He'll just direct it really well, and I suppose he's a good writer as well, bro. That's the one thing we forget about James. James is an amazing writer as well. So he'd put together something really, really good for the screen, really good for the character. The original Birds of Prey, Ewan McGregor wasn't utilized very well because I thought he was wicked in the role. You know, and they had really good setups in it. You know, it looks great to watch. So, yeah, let's see, man. Hopefully, if they get over the line, you know, James Gunn is going to be the new DC guy. If he does, then I think personally he should be the guy helming on where this heads to. You know what I mean? Because so far with what he's done,
I don't know, Beyond. I think definitely yes for many projects, but I mean, listen, he could do many styles. Don't get me wrong, but the general style that I've seen from him in these comic book movies is that Guardians of the Galaxy, is that Suicide Squad, is that Peacemaker. There's obviously a great script to it. There's a story. There's a following characters and understanding them, family issues and whatever it is, right? But it does always have that comedic part to it as well, which I don't know if all DC characters, you know, should have that. You know what I mean? I think it's quite specific. And I think James Gunn is good with the specific characters rather than the big ones. Well, I mean, he could do a big one easy. I mean, but I just can't see, for example, Superman or even Batman in a James Gunn style movie, if that makes sense. Like, you know.
Yeah. No, you're right. But then, you know, he did produce a movie that was it Brightburn.
Oh, yeah. Did he produce that one?
Yeah, I think he wrote and produced that one. Yeah. So it'd be interesting. I mean, it was more of a dark-sided movie, but no, definitely. That's one of them.
Cool.
It's killing me.
All right. Well, look, I put this here. I wanted to talk about this Marvel trailers. So Thor is coming out next week, and I've only seen the first trailer, and I've actively actually avoided all other trailers. I actually don't want to see them. I don't watch Screen Crush or New Rockstars breakdowns or anything. I've actually stopped and lost interest in watching the Marvel trailers after the Doctor Strange mess up. That really put me off.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange showing the Illuminati, showing Professor X, killed it. Like, not killed it for me. I'm still gonna watch trailers, but I'm actively, every time I see something Thor, I just scroll over. I don't want to see
Yeah, same here.
New trailer, new TV spot. I'm not interested anymore. And I think I'm going to be like that with all Marvel trailers. I think I'm going to watch the first one and then that's it. I just want to watch the first one and then I'm done with the rest, because that Doctor Strange one, like I said, that was like the big, oh shit moment of the movie. And not only was it spoiled in the trailer, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch any more trailers. So for me, I think with the Marvel movies, I'll watch the first trailer and the rest of them I'm going to skip through personally. So no trailer reactions from me. I don't know if you will do any.
No, you know what? I think I'll stick to that as well, because I've noticed that I did the first trailer reaction for Thor, Love and Thunder, but I haven't seen anything else as well. For some reason, weird reason, I've been skipping through it as well. There are things coming up, but I've just skipped it. I was like, you know what? I think initially I'll do that first trailer reaction and then I'm not going to watch no more, because I feel like, again, you're right. You come to a point now where the trailers they seem to be like an event now, you know, an event to do this, event to do that, event to do this. So it overpowers the excitement of it. So I think I've come to that point as well where I'm just going to leave it. Give me a second, bro. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's cool. Ash has done a good thing. He hasn't watched any trailers, but I think from now on, I mean, it depends how excited I get, to be honest with you. I say that now, but I'm super excited for Thor. After Doctor Strange, I just don't want to watch any more trailers or too many trailers, and especially no TV spots. I can't believe a week or two or whatever before Doctor Strange came out, they spoiled Captain what do you call it? Carter in a TV spot. Why would you do that? Like, they could have just saved that. So that's why, anyway, after that, I'm done with the Marvel trailers for now. we'll see how excited I get in the future. But first trailer, I'll on it. After that, I'm just skipping through. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm quite proud of myself. Thor comes out next week or the week after. I'm taking the day off as I like to. I like the event of the day. So I'm gonna take the day off and enjoy that movie in the cinema. I can't wait for that to come out. It looks freaking awesome from the trailers I've seen and little images and stuff I've seen here and there, which is fine. But I just don't want to watch any spoilers because I don't want to see anything. But yeah, that was one talk about that. But let's get into the big main stuff, man. Miss Marvel, and then we'll talk about Obi-Wan because that one finished. But
God damn, yeah, little girl, what are you doing? Trying to make daddy's work hard?
Trying.
You're trying to, man. All right, listen, just a quick one, like before we jump on that. So Chris Evans said a statement the other day because most of the UAE didn't play Lightyear in the cinema, which is affected on the box office as well. But he said he called them idiots. Now, I don't know if he's calling them idiots or,
Islamic religious people idiots. Yeah. I agree. I saw that as well. I had a little feel. I was like, I love Chris Evans. I'm still gonna love him. He's cat to me.
Yeah.
I don't think you should call them idiots. I think you should have just said, you just gotta respect the fact that they don't agree. You can't force your beliefs on everyone. That's not fair. You know what I mean? Like in the Western world, do it, man. That's not a problem. But religious people or just people that just don't believe in that, then you got to respect that. Don't get me wrong, if people were disrespecting, and it's got to do with there's a lesbian kiss in Buzz Lightyear, that's a TV, that's a children's show. Let's be realistic. So, they don't want to influence on the children. Now, if people were actively disrespecting and, calling for hate and violence towards the LGBT community, then yes, those people are idiots. If you're causing hate and violence towards them, yes, you are an idiot. I agree. But if it's just like, listen, we don't agree with that, so we're not going to display it in our country, then you can't call them idiots. You've got to respect them for their beliefs. You know what I mean? Same way, no, they're not trying to force their laws and their ways on the Western world. So you can't force your ways on there. So I feel bad. I don't know, man. I wish Chris Evans didn't use that word. He should have said something else. You shouldn't have called them idiots because,
that was, and I was looking at loads of videos, and then you got a lot of people that got a lot of love and respect for him, and then guys, the Islamic guys that do respect him as Cap as well, and they were like, oh man, that just broke my heart. That broke my heart. You talk about him playing. I gotta say, he plays the character of Cap really well, but we don't know them in real life. He maybe stand up for those rights in the movie and the comic books, but it doesn't show him who he is in reality, even though I still love him.
Yeah, and also, let's be real, Disney is woke, the wokest, right? And he has to say something. I mean, he didn't have to say idiots, but of course he has to agree with what they do because he's a part of that content, he's a part of that world and whatnot. He would get cancelled if he said anything wrong, especially with that community. Have you seen with Dave Chappelle and Ricky Gervais and whatnot? They just want to be cancelled. But he didn't have to use the word idiots. I think he could have just said something else or maybe nothing really. I mean, like, again, you can't force the world to believe what you believe. But again, if someone asked for hate, was trying to talk hate and violence towards the LGBT community, then yes, those people are idiots. I agree. But if they just don't believe in that way, then you can't call them idiots. That's not right. I don't think that's right, personally. That's not fair. You're offending a lot of people. You're calling a lot of people idiots for no reason, even though they love you, or they could respect the LGBT community or people. They could respect those people. Say, yeah, I respect them as individuals. I just don't want that influence on my country or whatever. Yes, I wasn't happy with that either, but I still love Cap. He's still my Cap.
All right, cool. Let's jump in, bro. Miss Marvel, bro. I know we did our deep dive, so guys, make sure you check that out. It's on our YouTube channel. A lot of people responded to that very well as well. TikTok went mad recently, man. We grew like another 500 followers. I'm not even calling followers. I'm not 500 friends that are following us on our journey. I said it again.
Wait, are we on like 4,000 now or something?
No, we're on 3.5 now. We were 3,000 2 weeks ago. Now we're 3.5.
Damn.
So listen, massive thank you to the people that showed love on there, but it was full of controversy this whole week. And, I've got another creator coming on later on this afternoon on a podcast. She's based in Canada. Her name is Amira. And we're going to talk about her thoughts on what she thought of it. And then now she's saying she's not going to continue to watch it because it was misrepresented. So we'll deep dive on that later on. But yeah, absolutely amazing.
Is she Pakistani as well?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, that's awesome. So she's complete represent. Well, yeah, that'd be an interesting conversation, man. I would love to hear that. Yeah, let us know. Keep us posted when that's done. But I would love to get her thoughts on it and why she's decided to stop watching it, because that's a big what do you call it? Like that's something big there. Basically, I can't think. My brain's all.
No, that's right. It's all right. It's okay.
I was asleep. But that's a big thing to say. You know what? Not only did it not represent me up to this point, but you've lost me as a viewer. Which I feel like this episode could have done. But you know what? I feel that you're going to talk to her about it. Bro, let's watch and see what happens on the rest of it. Listen, her grandmother, obviously the main controversy is like she's a possible jinn. So you kind of saying the first Muslim superhero is a jinn, and that's not something that we believe in. We are, if there's anything powerful or anything that we ask for or believe in, it's going to be from Allah, right? The one and only. But her great grandmother, first of all, maybe they pull her as a jinn, but she probably fell in love with a human Muslim, right? Which could make Kamala human. Or you never know, maybe her great grandmother wasn't a jinn, like maybe it wasn't from that dimension and is some kind of a human or whatever. So it'd be good to watch it and just see where they take it. But I get it. I would love to hear her opinion, her thoughts on it specifically.
No, of course. What else was there? Listen, the episode was good as it was. Great soundtrack again. A bit more into the cultural side of things. The wedding was really jokes. I love the fact that when she set off the fire alarm when the jinns were coming in, that the dad was like, "Grab the money, the money, grab it." Yeah, so my man put it in his jacket and went off from there. But listen, bro. As I said, we're not looking to boycott it or anything. We're still going to continue to watch it to see what happens. But it did offend a lot of people, bro. You know what I mean? You're talking about Nur, which is God's divine light. You're talking it as a dimension. That throws it off completely. This is the problem with mixing reality and fantasy. Yeah? And it's you can put reality in there, but you keep it separate to fantasy. You don't have to entwine the religion with fantasy. Keep that separate. So yes, she's a Muslim. And then, her powers, supernatural, fantasy. That's simple.
You have to bring in the Islamic part of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to do that. And, it's interesting that they picked jinns, because it's something that we believe in. So, they could have played on that a little bit more. But yeah, it's something that we have to watch, find out, see how it goes.
Yeah, again, the directors, she's a Muslim as well, right? She's a Pakistani Muslim as well. Yeah. So I'm sure she knows, and they do their research, and she knows, wait a minute, if I go out with this is going to be offensive because it should have been offensive to her, or, not
the director.
Correctly. Yeah.
Two guys.
Muslim? Two dudes. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, two dudes, yeah. The writer, I think the original comic book writer, she works for Marvel, who did Miss Marvel. Yeah, that's right. But the two guys that are directing it, let me find out the writers, man. But yeah, you're Muslim. Right. Yeah, they're Muslim. Bilal and Sutton.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. So, they would have known that, hey, like to their religion and to their beliefs, that if we do this, we got to do it right. To the point that we don't disrespect the religion. So if they're adding something like that in and all those, like you mentioned, the light and whatnot, if they, they should have been like, hold on, this is good. I don't believe in this.
But then you could be right, because you said something about different sets before.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, which is, I don't believe in that either. We shouldn't be all put in different sets, but it happens. So that's one thing I was thinking about. It could be because of that. But other than that,
well, we'll find out. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm still going to watch it. But it was a good episode. I mean, listen, we got to know more about, obviously, the backstory. She used her powers a bit more. We know who the big bad is in this episode. and how responsible she feels, not just for having these powers, but for the Muslim community, because, you know, the mosque's always been watched because of all this terrorist shit and whatnot. And now it's getting watched because there's superheroes. So there's so much responsibility falling onto this kid's shoulders. And I think, you know, Kevin Smith was talking about this, is like, you're capturing a different audience, not just a Muslim audience, but a young audience. Think about this show and all that. Think about the whole MCU that you've seen, bro. This is really a teenage show. I don't think this will captivate some of the adult, maybe the hardcore fans for sure, but a lot of the adult fans won't be interested in this. Is like a teenage kiddie show, if that makes sense in some ways. So, because even Spider-Man was a bit more adult. I mean, still a kiddie show, like not kiddies, but you know, Jonathan, it's the mature adult audience. I think this is trying to capture more younger audience than it will mature audience.
No, that's right. There's
more to it than just obviously the Islamic thing, which is a big thing to us and mostly other Islamic people, but there's so much more to it. It's capturing a whole new audience, I think.
No, definitely is, bro. Definitely is. But yeah, no, listen, looking forward to next week's episode. Let's see how it goes and where they pan out and what they do. Are they going to offend more people, or is it going to bring us back in again? You know what I mean?
We'll find out. End of the day, she's gonna be in. She's a part of MCU. So that's it. So whether you offended and you never watch MCU movies again, or you're offended and you're like, well, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna still watch it, because I'm still gonna watch Captain Marvel and all that. But bro, we got 8 minutes left, and I figured we should talk about Obi-Wan.
Let's do it, bro.
Finale.
Let's finish it.
Not just the final episode, but the show as a whole. Like, you go, man. You had some emotional thoughts about it. You go.
No, listen, bro. Look, I thought it was a great show. You know what I mean? I loved it from beginning to end. We get to see, you know, Obi-Wan suffering like horrendous PTSD. You know, he killed one of his friends. He thought he killed one of his friends. He didn't know Anakin was alive as well. So that's the main thing. That was the opener. I think it was in episode 2 or episode 1. That now that he knows that Anakin's alive and that it's Darth Vader, like, you know, that changes his whole, you know, perception of what he was doing, you know, looking after Luke on Tatooine, and then knowing that Leia was there as well. I love the misdirection. The trailer showed us, this is why we shouldn't watch trailers, the misdirection of, you know, everybody thinking it's going to be protecting Luke, which he did towards the end. And remember, guys, this is all spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, I don't know where you've been. But the misdirection to put it onto Leia was beautiful, bro. And Leia was like a crucial part to the story of seeing Obi-Wan growing as well, bro. You know, I couldn't be more happier. You know, I'm a fan of the original trilogy. I enjoyed the prequels, and then the sequels were fine. It's watchable. It's movie. It's world building. You know, I really enjoyed it. The fact that 20 years later we get to see Ewan McGregor come back. Ewan. I can't even say it, bro. Ewan McGregor come back as Obi-Wan Kenobi was just a treat, bro. Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader, like, I couldn't have asked for more, bro. You know, we had some great scenes with Vader. The way he uses the Force, his powers are immense. He's in his prime, bro. It was just really good to see that. And then, you know, the last episode just connects everything to, you know, Star Wars: A New Hope. You know, giving that spaceship toy to Luke was amazing. That introduction to saying hello there is in there as well. You know what I mean? Then you've got, you know, throughout the whole episode, season, you know, he's asking for guidance from Qui-Gon. You know, that was just emotional. And it was like, this guy has to turn up if they're not saying his name. He's got to turn up. And, you know, excuse me, that scene got me emotional. Yes, it did, because it kind of completed the whole thing. When Qui-Gon came back and he was like, you just wasn't ready to see us. It's like, that's a you know, a Jedi going through PTSD, not knowing what he wants to do, not feeling like he's belonged there. He's let go of the Jedi ways as well, to have it all coming back to him because of him trying to rescue Leia was amazing. Ice Cube's son was in it. I can't remember his name. He played one of the rebels, which was I thought it was really great. I would love to see his own show. You know, him looking after the rebels. Reva was a great character build up on there as well. I feel like she embodied Vader's journey. You know what anger and revenge can do to you, that you get so angry that you end up becoming the person you want to kill. You know, so that Reva story is actually crucial because it shows a part of Vader's story in there. So that was really good. And then, bro, the epic battle scene between Vader and Obi-Wan, bro, that was just pure moistness. Like, not that I was teary in that scene. I mean, the fact that just you see Obi-Wan in full force when he got up like that, and you just see the stones rocking him up. And then, originally I thought, oh man, he lose, man. He's in the dumps. He didn't do it. And then suddenly he just come back because he remembered what he stood for. He remembered what he want. The reason why he got there was to finish this off. Let me just kill this guy, and then things can try and get back to normal. Or this guy's just gonna keep chasing me all the time. But the scene between him and Hayden, when after Obi-Wan kicks his ass, bros, and broke him up with stones, that must have hurt. When he tears up and he keeps saying sorry, and I think for him that was his kind of final thing to say to his friend, that I couldn't help you. I couldn't help you. But it was when Hayden was like, and I love how the voice changed in between that scene as well, where he's like, he sounds like Anakin, then goes into Obi-Wan. Like, it's just sick, bro. It was a really good touching scene. But the fact that Obi-Wan gets closure because Vader's fully responsible, like Anakin's fully responsible. He's a grown-ass adult for what he did. And he's telling Obi-Wan, I am not your failure. That must have gave him a bit of closure in that moment. But yeah, it was, bro, I'm so happy we got that show. I get to be, I'm in a really good time where we get this content, bro. And, Disney, take my monies because you're giving me great shows. And as a fan, I'm going to enjoy it. There's going to be critical points of the show. Some parts were a bit slow. Some parts were, but remember, everything that we're getting now with Star Wars content, Marvel content, is a trial base to say, you know what, we could grow this bigger. If this is getting good viewership, then here we go. Here's the money. Take it. I mean, what did you think, bro?
Yeah, I know we haven't got much time, but I think you kind of said it all, bro. I mean, exactly what you're saying. I think the journey was great. We got a nice little adventure with Leia, which I thought was awesome. And she was awesome. She was such a powerful character for such a little girl.
Exactly.
That role so good, so powerful. The epic battle scene I saw, bro, I think that's the best or the most powerful Jedi scenes we've seen, man. Yeah. When Vader in episode 5 got that ship down and ripped it apart, that was freaking awesome. And this one looked like some Dragon Ball Z shit, all the stones and whatnot. We haven't seen the Force used in this way. And I think, of course, technology and whatnot, but I think we're going to see the Force used in some epic ways in the future, man. I love that last scene. Of course, you knew that he can't kill him. He can't kill Vader. So, you're kind of just sitting there. You're like, oh, man, just chop his head off. You got it. Just chop his head off. And it's all done. But because of New Hope, that's not going to happen. So it kind of like, but I was kind of like, you know what? Knowing that you can't kill him, you still made an epic scene. But I was kind of still like, man, just kill him, man, and be done with it. But no, I listen, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know there's loads of criticisms or whatnot. It is what it is. It's just Star Wars. I'm enjoying all the content that they give, whether it's good or bad. I've said it before. For me, Mandalorian's the best Star Wars content for me. But listen, man, if you don't like this, then don't watch it anymore. Watch Mandalorian. If you don't like Mandalorian, watch Bad Batch. If you don't like Bad Batch, watch the next one. You got so much Star Wars to watch. Just watch it. But listen, I enjoyed it. Ewan McGregor, stripes to him. And what's his name? Christensen.
I'm waiting for you to say his name, bro. I'm gonna put that on TikTok. Listen, Hayden Christian was awesome. He was awesome.
Redemption, awesome. Cool. We got a
minute left,
left,
this is the year of redemption, right? Everybody getting their redemption, bro. The past 2 years, I'm loving it. Everybody getting their redemption. But yeah, all right, cool. Guys, make sure you follow us on Twitter, guys. I've got a giveaway on there. Wonderful Wonder Woman giveaway, headphones, a pop, and a comic book. So follow us on Twitter. We are on TikTok and Instagram. Make sure you follow us there. But massive thank you for the recent love on the channels. You guys are absolutely smashing it. But yeah, until next week, guys, we'll catch you up then.
Peace.